Good morning, everybody. It is February 19th, 2023. I'm Dolly, and this is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and you are going to get your Sunday reading for the week today. And I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to be using tarot cards today instead of oracle cards. So strap in. Here we go. Let's move to the other camera. And I was thinking that today I'd like to take a look at how we can continue to raise our vibes through the trauma and the drama that's going on in the world right now. I mean, there is so much going on right now in politics, natural disasters, man-made disasters, shootings. There's just been thing after thing after thing after thing. I have been going out of my way to avoid the news for the last 2 weeks, and even with actively trying to stay away from it, it still has been filtering to me. So I feel like, it's really important for us as light workers to keep our vibes high during all this stuff. It's when you kind of give in to the fear and the unknowing. I think that's when we start running into problems, and so we got to keep our vibes lifted up. So I thought we could turn to Spirit today and ask Spirit, how can we keep our vibes high during challenging times? So I'm going to be using today the Wandering Star Tarot deck. Whoop, let me get it in frame. There we go. The Wandering Star Tarot deck. And I'll also be pulling a prism card later too, because I feel it's important that we always keep our energy in check, right? So as I shuffle these cards, I'm going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to ask the spirits of the land and my home to surround us. And I'm going to ask the ancestors to give us wisdom. What do we need to know today, Spirit, to help us raise our vibes? Please and thank you. So let me get these shuffled. What do we need to know today, Spirit, to keep our vibes high during challenging times? All right, well, this one fell out, so we're going to take that. Now, I forgot to mention, this 5-card spread is past influences, present circumstance, unexpected issues, best course of action, and the outcome. So past influences, we've got the 10 of Wands. For present circumstance, we have the 2 of Cups. The unexpected issue we have is the 10 of Swords in the medicine position. The best course of action is the 2 of Pentacles in the medicine position. And the final outcome we have is the 2 of Swords in the upright position. So let's take a look at this today. All right, so for the 10 of Wands, and this is, of course, in the past influences area. Let me get this in frame. You can see she's bound up. There's a fire underneath her. You see the depiction of the wands behind her as a tree. And you just see a lot of fire. I mean, the wand suit in and of itself is it is a fire element card. And it is whenever I see a wand, I think of leadership, I think of ego, identity, ambition, passion. That's the keywords that I get with this particular, suit, the wands. And, the 10 of Wands being in the past influences section, I just feel like in the past we were like overwhelmed with our burdens, right? We were overwhelmed We were getting hit with a lot of information. Um, Not a lot of it was positive, and that led to us feeling collectively disconnected from one another and collectively depressed, and oppressed. So that makes sense to me as our past. Now, for our present circumstance, I am showing the Two of Cups. This is a partnership unity card. And with the cups, the cups are kind of this emotional suit. They're the water element. It also is like a spiritual depiction, when you see the cups. There's that spiritual connection with that element. And, with the Two of Cups, when you see it in the present circumstance like this, I'm thinking... I am thinking that we are taking time right now to experience some self-love or maybe some self-protection. We remember what we were feeling like in the past, and we don't want to go back there. So we are clinging tightly to all the hope that we have. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that in order for us to keep our vibes high, we have to look for what's positive. We have to look for those miracles in the world that are happening, because they're still happening. There's still plenty happening. It's just hard to focus in on that when you go into that fear energy or that anger energy. So I feel like the Two of Cups is reminding us that although all this stuff is happening out in the world, we still have the people in our life that love us. We still have community. We still have all these positive things that we can glean from, right? So I feel like that is what I'm being shown today. Now, the unexpected issue with the Ten of Swords in reverse, or in the medicine position, as I like to say. Okay, so what I'm feeling from this is when you know something's coming, when you know a big change is about to happen, or when you know a big uprising, that's not what I want. Upheaval. When you know there's a big upheaval that's about to happen, even if your situation isn't great right now, sometimes we have the tendency to sort of just cling onto the familiar because it's what we know. But it's important to understand that the chaos that is here and that is coming is a necessary chaos. Chaos is the great shakeup that allows for the dismantling of systems that no longer work, for ideas that no longer work, for leaders that no longer work. It's a necessary chaos. It may feel like a unexpected issue, an unexpected, maybe a little bit unwanted change. But go with the flow, guys. Just stay in the flow and let it happen, because these changes are necessary. I'm even wearing my Loki shirt today. See, Loki did it. Can you see that? To remind me that sometimes chaos is necessary. Although I didn't know that these were the cards I was going to be getting today when I put this shirt on. Clearly Spirit was leading me down this path. So, all right. So the best course of action, the Two of Pentacles, and that is in the reversed or medicine position. And when I see the Two of Pentacles, and what I feel from the Two of Pentacles is kind of like everything's a little bit unbalanced. Maybe we're juggling too many things at one time. So let me lift this up and show you here. You know, she's in the upright position. It's great because she's super, super balanced in how she's holding her coins there, her pentacles. But when it's in the medicine position, it's like, hey, ever try to juggle something upside down? I haven't. You know why? Because it's impossible. But yeah, if you're juggling too much, if you've got too much on your plate, if you are, if you're overwhelmed, if you're feeling overwhelmed, this is often when you start seeing the Two of Pentacles. And in relationship to trying to like lift our vibes, I think it's important for us to only take on what we can in this moment. Here's the thing. Yesterday, you might have been able to handle doing 5 things at once. All right. But just because you were able to do that once doesn't mean that you can do that always. And that's a hard lesson for us all to learn, especially with our ego being the way that it is, right? We all want to be able to be that high caliber individual who can do it all. But when you have so much coming at you at once, and then the world on top of it is just really unsteady right now, please only bite what you can chew and be very mindful of what your body and what your mental health is telling you, okay, before you try to attempt any more. That does not lead to high vibes, okay? That leads to overwhelming anxiety, and you don't need that in your life, okay? So be mindful of that. Okay, so the final outcome is the Two of Swords, and this is in the upright position. Now, when I see the Two of Swords in the upright position, I automatically think of like a mental clarity. And I think what the cards are telling us is it's important for us to keep that mental clarity. The card itself, you know, there's on this particular deck, there's like keywords that go around the edge of the deck. I really like that. And it's decision, choice. Oops. It's decision and choice all the way around this card. Okay. And I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me hold this up here. Can you see it? So I feel like difficult choices sometimes have to be made, and we have to choose. If we want to stay in the high vibe, we have to make the choices in our life that are going to keep us there. You know, you can't expect yourself to be able to stay in a high vibe energy if you're constantly throwing yourself into low energy places and low energy things. You know, it's our choice. You know, suffering is in many cases a choice. You know, so make good decisions, make good choices that are going to help you stay in the flow, that is going to help you stay in this high vibe situation. And don't self-sabotage yourself by taking on too much, you know, or looking at too much. Man, if you're watching the news and you're feeling yourself starting to go down, you need to turn the TV off and walk away for a little while. The world isn't going to change just because you turn the TV off. And the world isn't going to change just because you keep the TV on either. The world's going to do what it's going to do. So it's okay to walk away from it for a while and let yourself calm down and let yourself decompress what you've already taken in so that you don't go to a place of anxiety or a place of fear. I had to set some boundaries with some of the people around me. You know, I have people in my life who want to come and talk to me about the news every day, or bring a kind of a negative energy and a negative vibe into my space. And I'm like, no. Okay. No. I don't want that right now. Maybe later. Maybe after I decompress what I've already take it on today. It is okay to say no. It is okay to set boundaries. It is okay for you to take your own physical and mental health into consideration, and spiritual health. You know, it's okay for you to take care of yourself. Okay, because you can't take care of other people if you're not right. You know, I'm just saying. All right, so let's pick a prism card too today. And let's see what energy we need to work on today for this week. Spirit, what do we need to work on? What do we need to work on that's going to help us raise our vibes today and for the week? All right, I'm feeling this, and we've got love. I love love. Oh, with that beautiful, beautiful purple color. You know what we're going to do? We're going to work on the crown chakra. So let me grab my clear quartz and put it on my petal plate here. We are going to focus on love this week. We are going to focus on, and it not just love, but we're going to focus in on self-love. We're going to focus in on compassion. We're going to focus in on boundaries. Yes, this is what we're going to do this week. This is what I'm going to do. I hope you will too. But love, oh, I'm so happy we got this card. You know, it's a good reminder that love takes nurturing. Love takes care, right? So, all right, let's switch back to the other camera. And I'll remember to bring my microphone along with me. I always forget to do that. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching today. And I will see you all again tomorrow with a card of the day. I'm going to be doing a mix of things this week. So hopefully it'll be fun and exciting and insightful and uplifting for you guys. But I love you. And I hope you all have a great day. And I will see you all again very soon. Okay, everybody? Take care. Bye-bye.